He was very serious and he said, I am really frightened for the safety of my 3 children and my elderly mother that I care for.
They've revealed phone numbers and physical addresses. In my opinion, that is shameful, disgusting, and I am taking this very seriously. It is real. I am not joking. I am not exaggerating. I will do whatever I need to do and whatever I can to protect my children.
Blake Lively thought she could muzzle the internet with a stack of subpoenas. Instead, she yanked the tail of a dragon, and the beast is belching fire straight back at her legal team. In a saga that started as a private feud on a Hollywood set, the battle has morphed into a case study in how not to handle online criticism, and why celebrity clout melts under the glare of a million angry screens. In December 2024, just weeks after filming wrapped on It Ends With Us, Blake Lively flipped the script on her director co-star Justin Baldoni. She filed a lawsuit alleging a toxic mix of SH and career retaliation after she rebuffed advances she claims were anything but professional. Baldoni countered in spectacular fashion, accusing Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds of an extortion plot worth $400 million. Judge Louis Lyman tossed those eye-popping counterclaims in June 2025, declaring the extortion angle little more than cinematic flourish. But with the main trial scheduled for March 2026, discovery deadlines loom like a ticking clock. Lively's team feels the pressure to dig up proof. Any proof that Baldoni orchestrated an online smear campaign. That urgency will soon ignite the subpoena storm heard round the internet. On a muggy July morning, more than 43 creators ranging from celebrity gossip heavyweights like Perez Hilton to hobby uploaders who record commentary in spare bedrooms opened emails from Google's legal department. Each note, signed by Lively's attorney Ezra Hudson of Manat, Phelps and Phillips, warned that their private data might be handed over. Bank accounts, IP addresses, phone numbers, even backup emails.
It's so insane what they've done to themselves lately with all these subpoenas to content creators. They have underestimated us so badly.
The subpoenas claimed these voices could be part of a clandestine operation bankrolled by Baldoni to ruin Lively's reputation. To the creators, the demand felt like a fishing expedition through their personal lives. Some panicked, others laughed. A few, notably Perez Hilton and political pundit Candace Owens, immediately declared they would fight tooth and nail to shield both their audiences and their bank details. Still, subpoenas pack the weight of a federal hammer. Ignoring them isn't an option. Contesting them costs time, cash, and nerves. Lively's lawyers likely banked on that fear factor. Instead, they sparked the reverse. Cassidy O'Connell isn't a household name. She runs a commentary channel, cracks jokes at celebrity missteps, and monetizes videos through YouTube ads, one of which belongs to Mint Mobile. In her motion to quash, Cassidy gleefully pointed out that if she has been paid by anyone connected to this drama, it's Ryan Reynolds, thanks to the automated placement of his Mint commercials before her videos. That line ricocheted across social media, drawing chuckles from legal analysts and raising eyebrows inside Wayfarer Studios. Cassidy also accused Manat's team of deliberately overreaching, demanding documents that have zero bearing on whether Baldoni bullied Lively. Within hours, her filing climbed to the top trends on X, proving that comedy can be mightier than a subpoena. Lean Newton survived domestic abuse, and now uses her legal know-how to advocate for victims online. Lively's subpoena, she argued, violated not only privacy but basic decency. Newton shredded the document line by line, highlighting sloppy spelling, including an extra numeral tacked onto her username, and framing the entire request as an intimidation tactic disguised as fact-gathering. Her words cut deep. You are not looking for facts, you are looking for fear. But fear is expensive, and your client will foot the bill. The line went viral, shared by journalists who had never heard of Newton until that moment. Perez Hilton built a career on flashy headlines and cheeky caricatures, yet his video response carried none of that trademark snark. Sitting in front of a plain backdrop, he sighed, then spoke slowly. He worried about the safety of his 3 kids and his elderly mother. Subpoena filings, he explained, had already exposed addresses in the Wayfarer case.
And I also see it now. Even though they've been asked specifically to black out addresses and phone numbers of people, they don't care. We have to remind ourselves again what this is all about. This is about Blake Lively not being able to accept the fact that people don't like her organically.
One unhinged fan, he feared, could turn that information into tragedy. His vulnerability galvanized viewers. Donations poured into GoFundMe pages for legal defenses, while smaller creators formed coalitions to share resources. The Streisand effect roared. Every attempt to silence content creators amplified the story tenfold. Meanwhile, independent analyst Ashley, who runs an animal sanctuary, told subscribers she feared for her rescued goats if extremists learned her rural location. That detail stuck. A Hollywood superstar arguably threatening goats.
That she feared for the safety of her family and the animals that she takes care of because she's running in a sanctuary for animals. These are good people that do good things in the world.
The narrative wrote itself. During an emergency hearing on July 19, Judge Lewis Lyman leaned back, steepled his fingers, and asked both sides why he should care about their public squabbles. Reporters quoted him paraphrasing Mariah Carey's legendary pop shade. "I didn't even know who Ms. Lively or Mr. Baldoni were before this case." Lehman then rescheduled Lively's deposition to July 31st and warned attorneys to quit chasing headlines. His message was clear: bring evidence, not glamour, to my courtroom. For Lively's team, that meant proving their paid smear theory, a burden that looked heavier with each creator motion landing in the docket. YouTubers who once averaged 1,000 views now racked up 500,000 overnight with titles like "Blake Lively's Legal Meltdown Just Got Worse." Yahoo Entertainment noted that pro-Baldoni channels experienced record subscriber jumps as audiences binged updates. Even veteran comedian Omid Jalili waded in, tweeting support for the little guys standing up to legal thuggery. That rare mainstream nod emboldened others. Yet the pushback carried shadows. Kirsty Flaw discovered her brand new X account suspended despite 0 posts. Viewers speculated whether mass report brigades, fans, bots, or both had tried to silence her voice digitally since they couldn't do it legally. Still, every suspension or takedown fueled fresh outrage. Memes of dragons torching subpoena scrolls flooded Instagram. Hashtags DragonWoke and Manat Mess topped trending lists for days. Federal rules don't care about viral hashtags. Discovery closes in mere weeks. By then, Lively must show something tangible tying Baldoni or Wayfarer to a smear plot, or risk walking into trial with empty hands and a bruised brand. Observers see 2 possible outcomes. 1. Lively produces smoking gun emails and vindicates her aggressive subpoena strategy. 2. She comes up short, and the judge scolds her for weaponizing the courts to chill free speech, a rebuke that could haunt her reputation far longer than any gossip video. Whatever the verdict, the internet has tasted blood. Creators learned to unite. Lawyers learned hashtags hit harder than press releases, and fans learned that VIP status won't always bend a judge's ear. Blake Lively's legal gambit began as a bid to protect her name. It now threatens to etch her into case law history as the actress who accidentally taught YouTubers how to fight subpoenas. Whether you cheer for Baldoni, root for Lively, or just love a train wreck, remember this: in 2025, a Hollywood A-lister discovered that a swarm of independent voices can be fiercer than any studio marketing budget. And that dragon? It's wide awake, wings unfurled, circling the courthouse. The next flame might land in the courtroom, unless cooler heads and cooler evidence arrive first.